Hello, everyone. A kidnapping suspect sentenced, what we know about a weekend wildfire, plus a 2023 murder suspect pleads guilty. It's all ahead on News 5 Now.
Brought to you by Green & Phillips, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Hello, everyone. I'm Peter Albrecht. Welcome to News 5 Now. If you haven't been with us before, we come to you every day at 8:30, 12:30, and 5:30. Get you caught up on what's been happening. Plus, get some of your input with our question of the day and our poll of the day. Let's get started with 5 big stories today. Number 5, a man from Pensacola now sentenced for kidnapping a woman in Mobile. 28-year-old Tony Scott Jr. will serve 12 and a half years for that kidnapping. According to court records, in 2019, he forced a taxi driver at gunpoint to drive him to Georgia, where she was able to escape. Number 4, the Alabama Department of Transportation has become aware of a scam that's being relayed over text messages. ALDOT says anything you receive claiming to be a toll collection effort from ALDOT is a scam. The text message says you are subject to legal action if you don't pay an outstanding toll fee. Again, make sure you disregard anything you might get like this. Number 3, in case you missed it, a wildfire burned about 170 acres in the Perdido area over the weekend. Alabama Forestry Commission officials say the fire was reported about 12:30 yesterday afternoon near Mary Hadley Road and Bible Road. The fire was contained about 5:15 last night. Number 2, the 2025 Mobile Sports Hall of Fame class of inductees announced today. I was on hand representing the Hall of Fame to make that announcement. 2015 American League Most Valuable Player Josh Donaldson is in the class, along with longtime NFL stars Mark Barron and Rodney Hudson and renowned sports writer Ivan Maisel. The induction ceremony will take place on May 6th. We'll have more on this coming up on News 5 at 6. And our number 1 story tonight. We're going to move on. I apologize for that, having some problems here, but we're going to move on now and talk about our poll of the day and our question of the day. It's Monday, so this would have been asked on Friday. Have some time over the weekend to think about this. Let's check things out here and see what we have for our question of the day. All right, again, this came on last Friday, and the question was, Thursday was the first day of spring. Which of the 4 seasons is your favorite? All right, I think I have an idea here, but let's see, and it's not necessarily a recency bias. Ann Mitchell says she loves spring and winter equally. Martha says spring, always like seeing the new flowers blooming. Boy, the azaleas were out in full force, weren't they, over the weekend? I think today's rain knocked them down a little bit. Robert says college football season is his favorite. Summer says, not surprisingly, summer is her favorite. Karen says she wished summer didn't even exist. Victoria also says spring. Sarah says spring. Linda says spring. I think in the Gulf Coast region here that spring would be the far and away the favorite of most people. We really don't have much of a fall, and winter's a little cold. Summer is more than a little hot, right? So that's where that stands. All right, we thank everyone for letting us know there. Let's check out our poll, trying to find the right button here. Our question was, do you prefer flying or do you prefer driving? And there are the results. Driving, 62%. Flying, 38%. Okay, I think part of this has to do with distance, right? What's the cutoff between flying and driving? And then also, how much time do you have? But in general, I think that driving number, 62%, I find that pretty easy to believe. And, flying, I think, probably would have been higher, maybe back in the day before a lot of the time-consuming security and whatnot. And, of course, expense is also a factor in that. But thanks for participating in that question and poll of the day. All right, and you can vote on at Facebook on our next couple of questions for tomorrow. And our question is, do political affiliations impact your relationship? Good one. And our question of the day, what is one documentary that you've fully enjoyed recently? That'll be good to hear that. Maybe get some tips for people as to what they might want to stream or watch here coming up. All right, thanks very much for joining us for News 5 Now. It's 5:40, so in about 20 minutes we'll be on the air. Roseanne and myself, as well as Ed. A little bit of rain coming up later this week if we didn't have enough today. And Simone's talking sports. How exciting is that to have Alabama and Auburn both in the Sweet 16? Can we even dream about having them both make the Final Four? That would be something else. We'll find out later this week. Alabama plays on Thursday and Auburn plays on Friday. And you'll see both of those games right here on WK.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News